Hey, welcome everyone. You're back here with me, Lindsay, on the Good Life with Lindsay YouTube channel. So glad that you're here. This class today is number 2 that I'm filming. Super exciting. Anyway, this class is going to be working on stabilizing our core in different positions. So that's going to be the focus. Thinking about how we are bracing and engaging our core muscles through different asana poses. All you will need today is a good attitude. You don't even need that. Willingness to try. And maybe some blocks if you'd like. So let's hop on our mats. All right, we are going to start today standing in mountain pose. So you can choose to have your feet hip width apart, which is under our hip joints where our femur and hip bones meet. So not super wide, that's hip width. Or you might want to have your feet together. If you have your feet together, we want our big toes touching and then just a little space between our heels, maybe about an inch. So whatever position you choose today, I'm going to go ahead and start with hip width. We're going to go ahead and roll our shoulders up, down and back a couple times, and then we're going to settle our shoulders down as our shoulder blades glide down our rib cage. We're going to find a nice tall spine. The top of our head is pointing up towards the sky. Maybe our chin is slightly tucked so that the back of our neck is nice and straight and tall. We have our hands by our sides, palms facing forward. You might begin to soften your gaze or even close your eyes if that is comfortable for you. We're going to find that balance through our feet, that triangular base of our feet, our heel, the ball of our big toes, and the ball of our pinky toes. See if you can wiggle your toes and make larger space between your toes. Let's take 3 cleansing breaths together. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. You might feel your shoulder blades rising and falling with your ribs. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Last one. Inhale through your nose. And exhale through your mouth. Seal your lips and begin breathing in and out through your nose. If you would like to try Ujjayi breath, I'm going to invite you to constrict the back of your throat as you inhale and exhale. It's going to sound a little bit like Darth Vader. Inhaling through your nose. It creates an oceanic sound. It's a little bit like you are trying to clean off a mirror and you do the breath to clean the mirror. Only your lips are closed. I invite you to continue breathing in and out through your nose. Whether you engage Ujjayi breath or not, that's okay. We're going to do one more breathing exercise before we get moving. So if you need to move and wiggle it out a little bit, go for it. We're going to stay standing here. We're going to bring our hands in front of our chest and we're going to cup our hands. So the base of our wrists are going to be touching and then our pinkies and thumbs are going to touch and our fingers are going to be out wide. Very exciting. All right. So we're going to start with our hands here, nice and wide. We're going to inhale, raise our arms up, And exhale, lower our hands down, gently closing our hands together. Opening the hands, inhaling, reaching up. And exhale, lower as our fingers come together. Inhale, open the fingers. Exhale, close the fingers. We're going to do this a couple more times. And as you inhale, I want you to think about the thing that you are reaching for. What is that goal that you are wanting? And then grab it and bring it into your heart. Inhale. What is that goal you want? Exhale. Bring it into your heart. Inhale. Last time. Opening up to that thing that you want. And exhaling. Bringing it into your heart. Go ahead and bring your hands together in prayer. Bow your head, chin to chest. Think about that goal and what you can do to make it so in your life. Lift your head, lift your gaze. We're going to move on and step to the front of our mat. Today we're going to start with Sun Salutation B. So some of it will be familiar, some of it will be a little new. We'll talk through it, and we're not going to go super fast, but we're going to go at a decent learning pace. So we're going to start at the top of our mat. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, we're going to sit back into chair, Utkatasana. Inhale here. Exhale, forward fold, reaching down to the ground. Oh yeah. Inhale, halfway lift. Maybe your hands are on your thighs or your shins. Exhale, forward fold, planting your hands on the mat, stepping back to plank position. Inhale and plank. Exhale, lower all the way down to the ground. Inhale to cobra. Exhale, lower. Inhale, coming up to downward facing dog. We're going to take our right foot, pivot on our toes, place our right heel towards the center of our mat. Step forward with our left leg. Inhaling up to warrior one. Exhale, hands to the ground. Step your left foot back to meet your right. Exhale, lower. Inhale to cobra. Exhale, lower. Inhale to downward facing dog. Pivot on your left foot. Left heel comes towards center of your mat. Step your right foot forward. Inhale, reaching up to warrior one. Exhale, hands to the ground. Step right foot to meet your left. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lifting to cobra. And exhaling to downward facing dog. Step or walk your feet to the front of your mat. Exhale into chair. And inhale, rise to standing. Take a breath here, in and out. Inhale, lift your arms high. Exhale, squat down into chair. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step your feet back to plank. Inhale, lower. Exhale. I'm messing up the breath. That's great. We're in cobra. Exhale, pushing back to down dog. Right foot pivot. Step your left foot forward. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, lower. Stepping back to plank. Inhale, lower. Okay. And back to downward facing dog. Left foot pivots. Left heel towards center. Right foot comes forward. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, down. Inhale and plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale to cobra. Exhale, we meet in downward facing dog. Step or walk your feet to the front of your mat. Inhale, chair. Take a breath here. And stand, hands to heart. Hey guys, that's 2 rounds of Sun Salutation B. We're gonna go ahead and do 2 more full rounds. With our Sun Salutation B, usually it's faster in that interim where we're moving from our warrior ones to planks and the vinyasa. We're going to keep it at the pace that we're going because there's a lot of things moving. But normally it would go a little bit faster. Breath to movement would look a little different in how it would move. So here we go. Inhale, reach the arms high. Exhale, chair pose. Inhale here. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, planting the hands, stepping feet back to plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale to upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Pivot on the right foot, right heel towards center. Step the left foot forward. Inhale to warrior one. Exhale, lower. Step the left foot back. Inhale and plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale to a tall cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pivot on the left foot, left heel towards center of your mat. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, lower. Step your right foot back. Exhale, lower down. Inhale to tall cobra. And exhaling back to downward facing dog. Step or walk your feet to the front of your mat. Inhale to chair. And exhale to stand. Full breath here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, raise your arms high. Exhale, chair pose. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant those hands. Step your feet back to plank. Inhale here. Exhale, lower. Inhale to cobra. Exhaling, pushing back to downward facing dog. Pivot on the right foot. Step the left foot forward. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, lower. Step your left foot back. Exhale, lower all the way down. Inhale to cobra. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Pivot on the left foot. Step the right foot forward. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, hands to the floor. Step back in vinyasa. Exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step or walk your feet to the front of the mat. Inhale, chair pose. And exhale, hands to heart. Nice job, guys. That really gets the blood moving for me. Okay. We're gonna do some other moves as we focus on what our core is doing. Of course, we did a lot of core work through all of those moves. We're gonna start by stepping our left foot back and wide. And we're gonna have a nice wide stance. Both of our toes are going to be on railroad tracks, so they're both pointing forward. We're gonna go into a forward fold, and so we're gonna start with both hands on our hips. We're going to inhale, puffing our chest forward, and exhale, gently, slowly with control, folding forward. Release your hands down to the floor when you need to. See if you can settle in here. Maybe we bend our knees and we do a little stretch side to side as we're still getting warmed up. Let's find stillness in our forward, wide-legged forward fold. You can turn on those quads a little bit. Inhale, halfway lift. Ooh, yeah. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, turn on that belly, halfway lift. Belly button to spine. Exhale, fold. One more. Inhale, halfway lift, turn on that belly. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. If you can, reach your hands to your hips and come on all the way up to standing. All right, now we're gonna stay in the same position, sort of. We're gonna take our right foot, we're gonna pivot on our heel and point our right foot towards the front of our mat. Cool, so we're here in a nice wide open stance and we're gonna move into a extended side angle position. So we're gonna start by bending our front right leg. We're gonna bring our right elbow to left knee and our left arm is going to come up overhead or reach forward. Inhaling, reverse warrior. Left leg comes down, left arm comes down the left leg, right arm reaches up and back. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle, reaching nice and long. If you feel comfortable or would rather use a block as you reach for your side angle, you can totally do that. So have that handy if that is what's going to work for you. Right, I'm gonna keep that here. We're going to come up one more time, inhaling to reverse warrior. And then last time to extended side angle. We're gonna shift our left arm straight up to the sky and we're gonna straighten our right leg. And our right hand is going to come down either to a block or it's gonna chill. We're not putting weight into our right arm. This is our friend triangle pose. All right, inhale, reverse triangle, so legs don't move. Exhale, coming forward, triangle pose. So here in triangle, we want to be turning on our core. Our belly should be zipped up, nice and tight as we're holding this position. Exhale, reverse warrior. One more. Inhale to triangle pose. Again, you can have that block for a little bit more stability, but we're not dumping any large weight into our hand on the block. And inhale, reverse warrior. Ooh, reverse triangle. Bring your hands back down to your side. We're gonna switch directions. So we're gonna bring both feet towards center. We're gonna pivot on our left foot and go into the same thing. I'm gonna bring my block with me real quick, just in case, because it's handy. All right, so we're going to exhale here into side angle, that nice long line through the entire side of our body. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle, nice and long, big reach. You have the option for a block. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. We're gonna straighten that front leg, fun. And we're gonna bump our hips back a little and we're gonna come down into triangle pose. So our hips are staying nice and open like they were all through side angle and reverse warrior. If you want that block to bring the floor to you, cool. We're focusing on using the strength of our obliques to make our torso nice and long as we zip up our core. We zip up through that belly. Nice and tight. Inhale, reverse warrior. Sorry, reverse triangle. Inhale, triangle pose. You might not need the block. You might be able to just let your left hand gently be supported or touch your left leg. Inhale, reverse triangle, nice side stretch. Inhale, triangle. Our right arm is reaching nice up towards the sky, nice and center. Tight, tight, tight belly. Inhale, reverse triangle. Walking our feet, pivoting on our right heel, right foot, left foot. Getting confused. Both of our feet now are pointed back forward like they're on railroad tracks. Nice job, guys. Okay, we're going to now point our toes out to a 45-degree angle. We're gonna do some prayer squats or horse pose or goddess squats. There's all sorts of different variations on the name. So toes are pointed out. We're going to inhale, reaching our arms high. Exhaling, bringing hands to heart into our prayer squat position. So what I want you to think about here with your core and your hips, I'm going to turn to the side so you can see this a little bit better. When I just come down to squat, I have a little bit of a forward lean. And in this position, we're really trying to stack our shoulders over our hips and keeping our hips in line with our feet. So we want a nice vertical position through the big joints of our body. Okay. So to do that, I'm going to, instead of having my butt tucked out like cow, I'm going to tuck it under a little more like our cat position. And I'm going to work on zipping up all of my abdominals up that center line for my squat. Okay. That is going to feel a little different. What is also going to be important is that your knees aren't like caving in. We want our knees out. So you want to be pressing the back of your knees out behind you as you adjust and tuck your pelvis into more of a hollow body position. Cool. Okay, lots of talk there. Let's inhale, reach the arms high, straighten the legs. Ooh, yeah. Exhale, prayer squat. Find that adjustment if you need. If you need to push your knees back, I shouldn't see the front of your knees. You can't see the front of mine because they're pointed out to the side. Okay. Exhale, come on up. Prayer squat, hang here. One more exhale. Oh, that's inhaling. I'm doing so good with those today, guys. Exhale, prayer squat. We're going to add a little challenge. We're going to lift our right heel up off the ground for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Place it down. Check your belly, check your pelvis. Are you turned on? Lifting the left heel for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the heel. Inhale, scooping up. And exhaling, we're going to turn back towards the front of our mat. We're going to vinyasa. So we're going to get down to the ground, inhaling, reaching the arms high. Exhaling, forward fold. Oh, feel that. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bring those feet back to plank. Inhale here. Exhale, lower. Inhale to cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right. We're going to do a little mix up before we go back to some more standing core. We're going to inhale, lift our right leg high. Exhale, knee to elbow, right knee to left elbow. Use your core to squeeze and twist. Exhale, right knee, left elbow. If you can't reach, that's okay. Inhale, three-legged dog. It's hard. Exhale, twist, right knee, left elbow. It's super hard. Mine are not perfect by any means. And we're going to inhale, stepping our right foot forward. Go ahead and grab a block if you have it, if you'd like. They're handy today. We're going to stretch into extended pyramid pose. So extended pyramid pose, my left heel is going to stay up off the ground, and I am stretching and straightening my right hamstring. So you can see that my right leg is as straight as I can make it. I'm going to turn on my quad a little bit so that I'm not just hanging out here, but this is an active stretch. And guys, my hamstrings are not super flexible, so the blocks are super handy and makes this much more manageable for me. If you don't have blocks, you can reach your hands down to the ground. Maybe that's just where you need to be. You might have your knee bent a little bit more because you can't quite make that stretch. You might also kind of make a fist with your hands so that it takes a little bit of pressure off of your fingers. Wherever you are, we're going to come off the blocks. We're going to rock back and forward. We're going to pop up into half splits. little bit more of a hamstring stretch, active this time. So we are balancing on our right foot, engaging our left glute and hamstring as we're reaching our heel as high as we can towards the sky. And exhale, coming on back to low lunge. Plant your left hand. We're going to twist, reaching our right arm up high to the sky. Exhale, lower. Inhale, twist. One more. Exhale, lower. And we're going to inhale with our twist. And exhale, plant the hand. Step right foot back to meet your left. And we'll vinyasa. Ooh, we'll meet in downward facing dog. Other side. Ready for that crossbody challenge? Oh yeah. Inhale, reach the left leg high. Exhale, left elbow to right knee as far as you can. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, twist, twist, twist. Left knee, right elbow. One more, guys. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, twist. Left elbow, right knee. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, come on forward into our lunge. Grab those blocks if you have them. We're going to extend back to our pyramid pose. Our right heel is off the ground. Straightening our left leg. We're hinging from our hips forward. We want to think about keeping our left quad active in this stretch. Our back leg, right leg is active as well. We don't want to just be loose noodle, but active here. Again, you can, if you have blocks, you can move them around in whatever way that makes this stretch feel accessible and manageable for you. Like I said, my hamstrings are not that flexible, so these blocks in this position really help me get a good pain-free stretch. If you have blocks, we're going to move them off to the side. We're going to rock back and pop forward, right leg high into standing splits. Okay, nice and active here. We want our right glute, right hamstring active as we reach our right heel up towards the sky. Up, 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 up. We want to keep our hips square to the floor. Ooh, and come on down into low lunge. Have your right hand planted on the ground. Inhale, reach that left arm up towards the sky. Exhale, lower. Inhale, reach that left arm high, twisting through our spine. Exhale, lower. Last one. Inhale, twisting, reaching that left arm high. And exhale, hands to the floor. Plant the hands, step your left foot back to your right, and vinyasa. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Oh yeah. Give a little pedal if you need. Really work on pushing those hips up towards the sky. Like someone has a belt around your hips and they're just like, whoop, pulling your hips high. All right. We're going to step forward to the front of our mat. Roll on up to standing. And we got a little bit more core fun coming. Holla. Okay. So again, we're going to step wide back with our left foot. Here we are. Hello. We're going to do another wide-legged forward fold stretch. We're going to add in a core challenge here. So remember, our core isn't just the front side of our body, it's also the back side. So we're going to be working on strengthening our entire core, front and back. So we're going to reach our arms up high. If this is not accessible for you, do whatever works. I'll give you some options as we go. We're going to hinge forward, keeping our arms nice and long, reaching straight out in front of us. And we're going to pause in kind of that half lift position with our arms out in front. If this is too much, you can bring your arms down to the ground. Maybe it's more accessible if your arms are out to the side. Wherever you are, we're turning on our quads to help hold us here. We've got our belly active, our spine is working, our spinal erectors. Oh, when we bring our arms up like this, our lats are working as well as our shoulders. Yeah. Go ahead and bring those hands down to the ground and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Maybe you bring those hands to your hips and slowly return to standing. All right, here comes a little bit more of our core challenge. We're going to turn our pivot on our right heel. So right toes are pointing to the front of our mat. Our left leg is still in its railroad track position parallel to the back of our mat. We're going to bring our arms up overhead. Seems familiar. And we're going to gently reach forward. Oh, this is kind of like our triangle position. Turn on that belly. We're using the strength of our our side body. The muscle name blanked my head. I'll think of it in a minute. Inhale towards center. Exhale, reaching, keeping a long core. Our front body is open towards the side. That's so funny. I want to say adductors, but that's in our legs. Inhale to center. Exhale. Come on down, core triangle. Strength, strength, strength. Zip up through the center. Maintain that nice strong core. Inhale up. Exhale, hands to the side. Bring your right foot back towards center. Pivot on your left heel. Gotta finish out on the other side. So here we go. Arms up nice and high. Exhale, leaning over towards our left. Turn on that core. Zipped up through the spine. We're bracing with our core. Inhale, come on up. Take a breath. Brace that belly. Exhale, lean. Everything is turned on. If you can go a little farther, go a little farther. Inhale, come on up. Brace that belly. Exhale, lower. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Inhale, come on up. And exhale, turn your feet back towards the center. Holy moly, guys. We did it. We're going to do one more vinyasa if you'd like. Or you can meet in down dog or child's pose. We're going to be on our backs here in a moment. So wherever you are, let's step back into plank. Inhale here. Exhale, lower. Inhale to cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Yeah. Pedal out those heels. Okay, we are going to do a not traditional, that's not the right word. But instead of doing an extended child's pose, we're going to be sitting legs together on our heels. Embryo pose is what this is also called. So knees, legs, hips together. We're sitting on our heels. We're going to round our spine forward and gently rest our forehead on the ground. Our arms are by our sides. Let your arms and shoulders relax. Find your breath again. If you want to come back and try Ujjayi breath, remember we're kind of sound like Darth Vader. Working on polishing that mirror. Lips are sealed. All right. Wherever you are, go ahead and bring your hands under your shoulders. We're going to gently roll on up and come on forward to a seated position. There is one more core strengthener that I want to do. We're going to do a reverse tabletop to an L-sit hold on the floor. So that might sound crazy. You might not know what the heck I'm talking about. That's cool. We're going to go through it together. Okay, I need to move my mic pack a little bit out of the way. All right. So we're going to have our hands under our shoulders, and we want them to be a little bit wider than our hips because our hips are going to be passing through. So we don't want them too close or too far. We're going to bring our feet in, heels hip width apart, and we want to have, you might need to mess around with the feet alignment here, but the idea is we're going to be lifting our hips up, so we're creating a reverse tabletop. So from our knees to our shoulders, we want to have a nice level surface. So you want your feet to be about that distance. So when you come up into reverse tabletop, you're not like, ooh, feet are way under me or too far out. So find that just right position. Relax your neck. Well, not totally relax, but lengthen your spine. Hold that tabletop position. All right, come on through. Stay on your heels. Bring your hips through your hands. This is a core workout. Oh yeah. Inhale to reverse tabletop. Exhale to our L-sit. Inhale, reverse tabletop. Exhale, coming on through to our modified L-sit. Inhale, reverse table. Exhale, L-sit. Ooh, one more. Inhale, reverse table. And exhale, our modified L-sit. Oh, and drop your bum. Good job, guys. All right. Last thing we're going to do is our bridge pose. So slide on forward, scoot your butt on, down, lay down. Have your hands resting by your sides. Your heels are going to come under your knees, hip width apart. We've been doing hip width a lot today. Cool. So from here, we're going to press into our heels and lift our hips high using the strength in our hamstrings and our glutes. We want our neck to stay nice and long on the ground, and our gaze is going to be straight up at the sky. So we're not straining our neck, we're not trying to look anywhere except up at the sky. You can engage your arms and hands into the ground. Our goal here is to keep our knees. The intention is that they're moving towards one another. They're not actually touching though, guys. We gotta keep them in line with our hips and our feet. But they're not flailing out. They're not touching each other. Cool. Okay. We're activating our glutes. We love it. We got our low back turned on as well. If you need to come on down, roll on down vertebrae by vertebrae. Ooh. Maybe you give a little shake, shake side to side. Find some stillness. Inhale, roll on up. Find that long neck again. No pressure in your neck. You're engaging through your heels, through your hamstrings, through your glutes. They're turned on. If you were to touch them, they're on. They're hard. You're pinching a penny. Okay. Anyone else watch Cheer? Netflix? It's fun. Okay. Anyway, we're going to roll on down. Maybe a little twist, twist. Gentle side to side. And we're going to take our right leg, cross it over our left knee, roll our hips up. You can grab the back of your left leg or the front of your shin. We're doing our reclined pigeon or figure 4 pose. This is a nice stretch after all of the leg work we did today and holding those static positions. We want to make sure we give some love to the muscles that we worked well today. And go ahead and switch. Right foot down, left foot comes up and over. Roll those hips up, pop your feet up off the floor, and we're in figure 4 or supine pigeon on the other side. Guys, I like to get a little rocking movement side to side. It can help me find where the best stretch is for me to hang out and hold. And it also is a little massage for my low back. So you can hold static. You might find a little rocking. You might try slight different variations. Maybe you try extending your leg high. Wherever you find a good stretch for you. We worked hard. You deserve this. Oh yeah. All right, let's bring both feet back down to the floor. We're going to bring our feet mat width apart, arms out towards your side, and we're going to drop both knees down to the left, and we're going to gaze to our right. So here we're stretching not only a little bit of our spine and our low back, but we're also stretching through the front of our hip flexor and our quad, so the front of our thigh. Sitting all day, our poor hip flexors, they stay shortened all day. And so some of what we did today was to strengthen our hip flexors, especially with that L sit. And that's going to help if you have any pain when you stand up after sitting for a while. You're like, ooh, ow, I can't walk. That's me. I have a granny hip. That's what I call it. This will help. Go ahead and bring your knees back towards center. Readjust if you need to and drop them down to the other side. Knees to the right, gaze to the left. Oh, relax on your exhales, releasing tension. Yes, we are stretching the front of our left leg, the quad, and our hip flexor. Guys, I forgot how much I liked that reverse tabletop to that modified L-sit. It's so good. It's a really good compressive strength drill. Compressive strength in our core work just means that we're bringing our thighs towards our belly. That's our compressive strength as they come towards one another. Also, it can be really hard to hold. So that drill helps build in a little bit of strength as we go. And soon you'll be able to lift your feet up off the ground in that L-sit. What? I know, I'm out of strength practice for that, so my heels will stay down. But nevertheless, something cool to work towards. All right, go ahead and bring your knees back towards center. Ooh, feels nice. Okay. One last pose, happy baby's fun. If you don't like it, stretch whatever else you need or would like to do. As you know, my hips and inner thighs are super tight, so this feels good for me. If you want to do peace fingers around your big toes, you can spread your legs a little bit wider for more of an inner thigh adductor stretch. Or you can grab onto the outside of your feet, which helps you bring your knees closer towards your torso, and that stretches adductors in a different way. Also feels good. Cool. Wherever you are, we're gonna lay down. We're gonna extend one leg at a time. Oh, gonna knock over my blocks a little. Find that comfortable position. Relax the tension from your shoulders. They should be drawn away from your ears. Let your feet fall open wide as we come into Shavasana. Find that comfortable position. If you've been working hard on your breathing practice in and out through your nose, even Ujjayi breath this whole time, bravo, good job. I can't do that when I'm talking through all this, so I'm jealous if you were. Go ahead and find that natural rhythm of your breath. Let your mind clear. This is where your body takes in all of the goodness from your practice. If you'd like to stay in Shavasana for even longer, I invite you to do that and pause this video and come back when you're ready. To start to end class, we're going to bring some movement back into our toes and our hands. Maybe you begin to slowly open your eyes. We're going to stretch nice and long, nice and tall. And guess what? During Shavasana, I remembered the name of our oblique muscles. Obliques. I don't know why I was thinking of adductors the whole time. Anywho, we're going to roll on over to one side. Cradle your head in your arm. We're going to pause here for a minute and go back to the beginning of class when we were reaching up and thinking of the goal that we want in our life and pulling it into our heart. I want to return back to that. So refocus on what is that goal that you want to keep close to your heart. And when you're ready, go ahead and push yourself up to a sitting position. And I just want to share that I made a couple simple goals. And so those are going to be my focus. Some of those goals for me are building consistency in daily habits that I want to be able to do. Number one is sleep and getting up out of bed. That might sound silly, but my consistent sleep patterns have been non-existent. And I know for me, that's one of the single best things that I can do so that I feel rested and ready for the day ahead of me. So there's other goals in terms of advancing my spiritual relationship, spiritual goals, and then a physical goal of maintaining physical activity a couple times a week. So Maybe you have some other goals that are more complex that you are working towards and wanting to hold near to your heart so that you keep going with those. And I hope that you're able to maybe do a goal setting or write it down, have it on a sticky note in your bathroom so you see it on your mirror all of the time. Whatever you can do to keep that goal that you want close to your heart, also close to your mind as you are working through reaching that goal. I want to thank you for spending this time with me today, and wish you just the best day or week ever, and I'll hopefully see you soon. We'll close with one breath together. Go ahead and bring your hands to your heart. Inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your mouth. Namaste. The light in me honors the light in you.